end, but what happens to all the political yard signs? One group in Sacramento has a unique answer. Mark S. Allen has the answer.
Yeah, think about it, Mr. Walt Gray. A landfill worth of those signs and placards and banners and flags. Well, now that the election's over, what do? Well, this guy, the artisan behind that glass over there, a guy named Kip Bridges, decided to rally local artists to transform it into art. And I'm going to hold my tones down for a moment here. Inside that actual habitat, there's a local homeless person named Kevin who's currently sleeping in there, so I'll try to be respectful of his space. In the meantime, let's get to know this guy. Like, this guy upcycles everything. He's taken glass that he's found in dumpsters here in Old Sacramento, and he's transforming it into ornaments. So let's get to know him and find out how this came about. By the way, if you're ever in Old Sacramento, on the Old Sacramento waterfront, stop by Atrium 916. Tell everybody what Atrium 916 is.
Well, it's a creatives collection, and we have a costumer and a choreographer and a fashion person and me with all my tinkering.
All right, so this is pretty cool. You're taking all of these political banners, and by the way, you want to make sure we stress that you're not partisan. You'll take any kind of banners and upcycle them into what?
Well, I made all these holiday decorations, but what's getting all the attention is I made this shelter for the unhoused, and these are Bobby Singh Allen, who's now the new mayor of Elk Grove, and she's been out to visit with Kevin here and bringing some provisions and try to talk about seeing about long-term condition for him. He's actually got housing, he's just waiting on it, but in the meantime I built this just to kind of demonstrate what you can do with these signs, and he's been inhabiting it ever since.
Yeah, no kidding. And if I could point out something that you talked about earlier, just structurally the design of that corrugated plastic, it holds the heat. It's doing exactly what it needs to do.
Well, yeah, when I got to playing with these, I realized that they're greenhouse panels. Basically, I have a landscape architecture background, and I'm like, well, these are insulating and flexible. I can build with these. And then one thing led to the other, $20 worth of materials at a home store, a hardware store, and a pallet, and boom, I got a structure.
All right. How can you get some of this upcycled art? I'm going to let you know. A big show on the way. Speaking of shows, Dancing with the Stars finale. I got deets in about 15 minutes.
Okay, looking forward to that. Mark S. Allen, thank you so much.